I just had my worst day ever in the Amazon Influencer Program. And not by a little, but by a lot. In fact, I had my first negative day ever. I've never had a negative day before. Minus $8.21. That's how much money I earned. I lost today. Fun times. Obviously, we just went through a big commissions change. Everyone is earning less money now than before. That's all across the board. And I actually have a video series coming up where I'm going to talk about that specifically, talk about a lot of the changes Amazon has been making and what we need to be doing going forward to continue to be successful. But in this video, I just want to talk about my worst day ever, hopefully end with something encouraging. Because despite this being my worst day ever, I'm not totally worried, or at least not yet. So if we go back here and look, yes, yesterday, minus $8, but let's look at the day before that. Close to $400 the day before that. And the day before that, close to $600. The day before that, about $300. Now, all of these days, these come after the lower commissions. So while, yes, I did have a very, very bad day, I think this is more of a fluke. Though commissions are down, I don't think it's necessarily indicative of things to come. Hopefully not, because this is my full-time job. If I'm making negative $8 every day, I probably won't be able to do this as a full-time job much longer. And as I showed you, I have had better days this past week. It's not all doom and gloom, but the encouraging thing that I want to show you and what I want to talk about that can hopefully offer some hope and offer some motivation perhaps is if we look at some of my other sources of revenue. Let's start out with Levanta. So Levanta is a third-party service. I hook up my API to my Genius deep links. And if I sell items, they give extra commissions. So if we look at yesterday, $6.40. So already I'm only in the hole about a couple dollars. That's not bad. In fact, let me get out my calculator. Let's total this up. So for yesterday, I earned negative $1.81. See, that's already a lot better. But let's add on top of that my YouTube analytics. So all the videos I make, I put up on my YouTube channel. And if we go to yesterday, $49.78. All right, so we're at a positive number now. We're at almost $50 for the day. That's much better than negative. And if I go to my email account, I've got an email that says good news. And this is good news. Someone sent me $55. This is for a video I made. I got the payment today. So now we're at $102.97. And I got another email today for another video I did. Let's total this up. Plus 143.26. Now we are at $246.23. Obviously, that is much better than negative $8. I kind of have a personal goal to earn at least $200 every day. $200 a day for a year comes out to be $73,000, which turns out is exactly what my salary was when I got laid off from my full-time job. The point of me going over all of this is, yeah, we are all going to have some bad days, or at least days that are worse than others. And if we can, we should look for the positive in those days. We should look back to the days where we had especially good days, or just be grateful that we're getting anything at all to get stuff for free and make videos about it. I still think every day how cool that is. I have a toilet with a bidet upstairs waiting for me to install one of those fancy toilets. The seat opens by itself. How cool is that? Also, someone sent me a robot lawnmower that's like, I think about $3,000. Doesn't really work well for my lawn, but someone like my parents are probably going to be really happy when I give them a robot lawnmower. So I'm very grateful to be in this program. Yes, commissions went down and that's a super bummer. But the other point I want to make in this video, and you've heard this before, you already know this, but you need to be diversifying. If you got into the Amazon influencer program because you saw videos where people talk about, hey, this is an awesome program, you can make a lot of money in it, and you went hard and you're like, I'm just going to make a bunch of videos for Amazon, and you neglected adding things to YouTube, or you haven't joined any third-party websites, or you're not paying attention to those, or you're not doing other things to monetize the content that you're making, then you're absolutely missing out. If I wasn't uploading videos to YouTube, or if I wasn't asking for money for me making videos for other people, then instead of having like a $250 day, I would have a negative $8 day. And obviously that is not sustainable. $250 though, it is. I could live off that for the year. My wife doesn't work. So my earnings from making videos, that's all we have as a family. I have 4 young boys. We have a lot of expenses. So I definitely appreciate this money. I love doing product reviews. I love doing this for a full-time job. And I say full-time loosely because I feel like I'm retired. I work hard in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I don't have to work as hard. I can be lazy on days if I want to. My kids just had spring break. I took the week off. We went to California and to Oregon. We saw the redwoods. We went up the Oregon coast. It would be a lot harder to do this if I was working a corporate job. So mostly what I'm trying to say, yes, it's a discouraging time right now. Amazon made some major changes that they're just not fun. That's all there is to it. But that doesn't mean things are over. That doesn't mean we can't be successful. Maybe it means we do have to work more hard. I'm willing to do that if it means I have the time freedom that I currently have to spend with my family, if it means I can still earn some good money. I know we're all bummed right now. Hopefully that was at least a little bit encouraging. And like I mentioned before, I have a whole video series that I will release soon. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of suggestions that can hopefully help you out in the future. Please leave a comment below. Let me know how you are feeling right now, what your thoughts are. I really love reading and responding to comments. Hopefully it's not doom and gloom for everyone. Have a great day.